Welcome to Semper Hooah podcast.
Just walk up in the middle of the show.
Hey, that's the fucking Jack booth. Man,
I love how you have surgical grade lubricant.
I noticed that shit.
Nice.
Oh, shit. He's either giving an enema or he's really cranking it.
Semper Hooah sponsors Medline.
Wanking and yanking. And don't forget spanking.
It's good for rectal thermometers.
My wife's like, what are you doing on that Oculus? I'm like, not trying to find the private feature.
All right, welcome to Semper Hooah podcast.
He's going like this.
So have you tried it out yet? Because I don't know.
That's actually works out with our show today. You welcome to Just a Caveat. All right, OG here. Sami's up here. Petey. We got Lancey and J-Bot in here.
Got suckered in.
For Just a Caveat.
What an asshole.
I thought this was casting couch.
All right. And today's episode. But before we
Definitely
get
not
there.
casting couch, man. There's no couch.
Before we
There can be.
Before we get in, we'll go a quick pluggy here. I was actually told by some peeps to make sure to rate us on Apple Podcasts if you're listening there. You know, give us a review, or just give the little starsies. 5 would be good. I feel like an Uber driver. Give me 5 stars, okay?
Yes.
Come on. No tip for you, motherfucker. You just asked for it. All right, please like, follow, subscribe, and share. Remind yourself we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all podcast platforms. And watch us on YouTube or at semperhooah.com. You can follow us on Facebook at Semper Hooah Podcast and IG at Semper Hooah. Check out the merch at semperhooah.com/shop. You can support the show at semperhooah.com with a monthly subscription of your choosing, and 50% of the merch profits go to Tango 3. Petey.
Tango 3, they're helping out veteran projects, veteran mental health issues, and veteran suicide prevention through the sale of the delicious Dove Creek Kashi Wagyu beef jerky.
Which we got to get some more.
We have to get some more.
We have literally 2 in this room.
We got to
right
get
now.
more.
Yeah.
teriyaki and original.
No, that's good stuff. And don't forget to send the hate mail to contact@semperhooah.com.
Not just hate mail. And as always, all views and opinions are not representative of the DOD and any military branch.
But maybe they are.
Really?
What's
Really?
up? Oh, yes, that's right. Thank you. He's whispering it. Yeah, we actually just got off an episode. We were guests on a podcast.
Yeah, that was
Triggered.
exciting.
Triggered the podcast.
The podcast.
I like them on Facebook.
Pretty awesome there.
I joined their group.
Yeah.
Same here, man.
I might join social media to join their group.
Yeah, it was fun actually being guests on a show.
Yeah, I had fun.
So yeah, check out Triggered the podcast. They're like on they're on.
They're just like us. They're on everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on Apple Podcast.
Yeah, trying to get the word out.
Shit on. We did a live thing, which is kind of crazy. It was,
Yeah.
That was different for us.
It's very scary.
I was
Yeah, dude,
so
I'll
nervous.
be honest with you.
Don't say anything too stupid. Like I don't anytime.
But then it just came out naturally.
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
you're a jag.
It's like the emergency bleep out feature is not available.
I just pretended I'm in public.
Yeah, all right.
Only I left pants on.
But you didn't wear a trench coat.
Us just started.
Yes, but I left the pants on.
Well, I
my
mean, we
pants
appreciate that.
All right, so on this week for
we got
Just
today?
a Caveat is new GI toys.
Ooh.
And some
Dildos.
wish list too, I believe. Here.
Toys for the
Lasers.
boys.
Right, yeah.
I would like an AAV and an F-35 that works.
Nope, you just got a big green weenie, that's all.
All right, so it's new equipment that's coming soon. The stuff that's confirmed, and there's some wish list stuff that some branches are asking for. And then if you guys if know anything that I'm not saying here or thought of something, throw it out there because we were supposed to do this one like a little while ago.
Yeah.
So
And it's funny
about
because
it
it's
for a
like
while.
the Army, like a bunch of the divisions are running kind of like Shark Tank in their divisions and stuff. So it's like they're awarding folks like AAMs and all sorts of awards and like cash prizes.
The military's had that for a while. They've had
Right.
it since my time in.
But they're just doing like this huge push on innovation, right?
yeah,
So there was one where it was like, some dude just went and like 3D printed like a 5-cent part that goes onto your ACH. Because I guess the Air Force helmets, their mounts for their fucking nods are like mismatched. So it's like literally a 5-cent 3D printed part, and he fucking sold it.
I need
and-
some cash.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, so the ones we're going to hit up, if anybody's got anything else, throw it in there. All right, so Army's soon picking up the replacement for the M4 M249.
Yeah.
Eotech has its sights set on becoming Army's next pistol red dot, which we
I
got
don't
something
know
to
how
talk
I feel
about that.
about that.
Yeah, I know. Marine Corps is officially flying its most powerful helicopter ever.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
happening on there. Wish Rob was here for that one. I mean, I probably would talk all about it.
yeah.
It's
me-
now
let me
the
tell you-
CH Thunderdike.
Let me tell you a little bit more about it. I like how he just gets in there. He's just kind of,
He knows the guy.
You know,
right?
He knows
that
the guy.
developed it.
So I was with this guy, it's... I was like, what? Okay. You know
right.
so many people.
How do you keep your marriage together?
right?
Army's putting lasers on strikers, powerful enough to shoot down
Lasers.
drones and helicopters. Funny because we were talking about that last episode.
I thought they got rid of strikers.
Yeah, so did
Was
I.
Wrong?
I
or they
guess
were just rehashing them
They
and putting
still,
lasers on them.
they still have them, and now we're getting lasers on them. Cool.
Well, I don't see a point to getting rid of them. I just see a point to
Right.
arming them appropriately.
But maybe it's something like after Iraq where like you just got the because
It's too much sand.
Nothing enough in Afghanistan. I can remember seeing it.
Well, what was the reason why they got rid of strikers? I remember why they brought them in.
I know they updated them afterwards. They're getting RPG'd like crazy, and they put their whole wire, the grid fencing
grid
thing around.
fencing,
I think
around
they
it.
didn't really get rid of them, but I think they kind of like phased them out in favor of like the mine resistant vehicles instead.
Well, like MRAPs came
yeah,
in later
because
on.
I think it just had to do with survivability and the fact that, Striker's got a 50 cal, MRAP's got a 50 cal.
Right.
Yeah.
Can't
What's
you,
the
you
point?
can launch
it's
mortars
like,
off of strikers too.
The strikers were great for like all of our work in the Balkans and fucking Bosnia and all that stuff. When you
More
have
conventional.
hardball roads and all that stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest. Our stuff in the Middle East didn't always have, roadways conducive to, those types of vehicles as well.
I mean, that's why you have tracked vehicles if you're going to be doing
Well,
off-road.
you know what? Let's get into strikers when
Yeah.
we get into it. Let's get up to a couple other ones here. Army's finally getting its futuristic heads-up display into more soldiers' hands this year. That's actually happening.
That
By
shit's
the end
pretty
of
cool.
fiscal year, it's coming in.
That shit's pretty
Right,
badass.
right.
All
So
right.
basically, the Army version of Oculus.
Yeah. So
There's gonna be porn
see
on
now,
that.
I really
Private
wish
mode.
Rob was here for this. The Marine Corps' wish list is for a next new high-tech recon vehicle. Oh man,
They're getting
Dirt
Bradleys.
Where's Rob for that one?
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, so my friend.
Wait.
What it really is the new quad.
So I know this guy, and I was like, God damn, this guy.
My
Anyway.
my favorite parts from Rob's episode, just to jump in a little bit, is like every time the hamster fell off the wheel, I'd be like, okay, and then
So good though.
so
I
you
loved
can
it.
literally watch it, get back in sync.
All right, Air Force wants to cut fossil fuels out of its jets. That's an interesting one. I want to see how
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
electric. Maybe
Jets.
I don't know what's going on.
They're calling
We'll see-
Elon.
let's read it up. We'll see about it. And then Pentagon wants next generation night vision that can be worn like sunglasses.
Yeah, we all do. We've all
Yeah.
wanted that.
Well, I think that something is going to happen with it. So
Are they
let's
new,
read
are they
it.
the new Google glasses?
I was
Yeah.
about to say.
Google glasses that
Made
came
by
out like-
Oakley.
Honestly, that was the only application I ever saw for Google Glass. I'm like, wow, we could really use that in the military. I see no application for it in the civilian world whatsoever.
Sure. Or something like Demolition Man.
It's for those
Yeah.
peeping toms.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's get into this one. Army will soon be picking the replacement for the M4 and M249.
So after nearly like 5 years of development, the Army could soon just be weeks away from selecting the design for its next generation squad weapon to replace the M4 carbine and M249 machine guns currently in the hands of ground combat soldiers. The Army expects to award a contract by April for 2 next generation squad weapon models and the 6.8 ammunition that they chamber, Army officials said. The service is currently considering 2 designs. Sig Sauer has submitted 1 design, and Lone Star Future Weapons, owned by True Velocity.
All right. So
They got rid of the
6.8
bullpup design, right?
I think so.
Or is that the one
I
that's still...
don't know. Anyone want to look
stayed
that
in?
up? Somebody want to Google? But Jonesy's not here. He's on
Yeah.
sick call.
Yeah.
God damn it.
But
I want this 6.8 thing. Is anybody shot a 6.8 here?
not yet.
I don't know, man.
I got a 6.5.
Right. I was going to say,
6.8.
you shot a bunch of
6.8.
6.5.
I
This is
feel
all
like
new to
going
me.
with a completely new ammo is not going to play well.
I don't think so either.
It has to be a ballistics thing. There
Is-
has to
is
be
the
like
NATO changing over to everything
Which-
else too?
they would have to.
Yeah. Right.
They have to. We
Or is
all
that like the standard
That's
for
part.
everything,
Well,
or-
that's part
yeah.
of the
The
part of the
agreement.
treaty.
Yeah.
and the
Right.
agreement, which is also funny to mention. Ukraine is also bringing in their own new service rifle, and it's based on an M4 design. But the upper receivers are interchangeable to swap out to be able to fire the NATO 5.56 as well as all the old Russian ammo they have.
Oh.
I
So
just
like
saw that today.
a Ukrainian Scar.
Basically, but they have like a huge surplus of Russian ammo from when the Russians
absolutely.
pulled out.
Lord
so-
of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Realistically, these new M4 things too, they aren't that different from the original ones. I know there's a slight design. Like if the bullpup one's on there, that is different.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be
But
weird.
no, I mean, you're still going with the basic AR platform, the modularity and all that,
Yeah,
right?
I mean-
I think the main thing behind it is really the 6.8. And yes, I mean, if you read the commercials and all that stuff, the terminal ballistics, the distance and all that stuff, I mean,
And here's just a caveat: like, do we need to spend this fucking money on this?
Well, think about this though too: is the
Surprisingly.
bullpup design is an amazing design to shoot.
If he gets used to it.
But not for a belt, not for a high capacity weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like, how are they going to get away from the 200 round fucking, pouches?
Well, I think that's
when you're loading into a bullpup.
I think that was meant more for the M4 variant of it, not the SAW one. I think
no, it's supposed to be the same platform.
Everything, the whole thing.
It's supposed to be the same platform, I believe.
Jesus, fuck that.
That's why I don't think it made it to the last one.
So just new M4s.
Yeah.
Why don't they just take the top off and put on a belt fed?
I don't know. We didn't
M4?
study too hard on this one, so.
Right? And a heavy barrel.
Belt fed.
Yeah, and a heavy.
M4.
Well, yeah, they have them. I mean, you can buy them as a civilian.
Right.
Oh shit.
They're just expensive.
This is different. This is the difference when Jones isn't here because we would have all the answers to all these questions right now.
Fucking A, Jonesy.
Nobody studied here.
Only
Well,
farmers
if you
have
would have
the
sent
belt
out the
fed.
template, we could have known what to look at.
I did like
February
2 weeks ago.
3rd.
February 3rd.
Oh.
I don't go that far back.
Thursday.
I know,
Fuck off, all
I
right?
know.
The only reason I know is it was still in my inbox.
All right, let's move past
Per
that
the
one.
last email.
We'll get back to you guys on that one.
Part of the last email. Dickhead.
Damn you.
All right. So Eotech has its sights set on becoming the Army's next pistol red dot. So, all right. Couple things on this one here, right? So they got the new, what do they call it? The E-Flix mini red reflex sights by Eotech. Yeah, they were on SHOT Show. I saw some of it. It's ideal for, home hunting, this defense and all this
It's
bullshit.
cheaper
blah,
than the
blah, blah,
Trigicon
blah.
version.
You got to go with the fiber optic version.
Hunting
I agree.
people.
You have to, because then you're not limited by battery.
But
Right.
so they made it for the new M17 and M18 pistols that the Army's rocking out here. And now you actually had something about this the other day talking about the holsters with it.
Yeah,
Because
so
how
I
the
mean,
hell's
the
it gonna work?
traditional military, the Safariland military kits that they got for the M17, M18 variants doesn't allow for having a reflex sight on there. So, in fact, I have a M17 as my personal weapon as well. I just dropped a Sig Romeo Pro 1 on it, and Safariland now has new holsters and shit, but it's not like the hard shell. It's still a hard shell, but it's covered in like Cordura nylon.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's in the mail. So when I get it, I'll definitely.
I mean,
get
I
it.
think
Show
red
it off
dots.
next episode.
Red dots are definitely the future. They've been around for like the last 8
But
years.
I'm just saying,
and
like
they're
we fielded already so many of this military holster kits, and they're not cheap. They're like $400 a pop.
Holsters?
Yeah, the whole holster kit.
The holster kit's
Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
because
yeah.
they're like level 3 holsters.
Yeah,
where
absolutely. They're phenomenal. Don't get me wrong. They're
Yeah.
Safariland. They're
Plus
great.
they're,
We got away from all that Black Hawk surplus bullshit. Which don't get me
Yep.
wrong. I used to
Fuck off.
I used to rock one.
Black Hawk.
I like it for its purpose, but not an
Also,
on-duty.
Guess what?
Military.
My Black Hawk holster will fit my FNX with my reflex sight on it.
Yeah, same with mine.
I
Right,
just
because of the cutaway.
no, because I literally just cut off part of the holster to make that work.
No, no,
But that's,
yeah.
I mean, most holster manufacturers now make them to hold.
Yeah.
right. But that's what I was saying is that Safariland
Reflex
just
sight
now
friendly.
came out with reflex sight capable.
So what you're saying is we're going to see new holsters too.
Yep.
Well, if this comes
I mean,
more
Well,
cost.
There we go.
Which with the fielding of the M17s, we all got new holsters as well.
I'm gonna say it $389 a pop. That ain't bad though for a EOTech.
for those sight.
Yeah, for
Once-
EOTech red dot.
Once
like a
again, the
little roll on
RMR,
there.
the RMR is like $450, I think.
But this is
I just-
actually EOTech's first time they're actually going into straight reflex like shitty
Right,
red dots
right.
because they're doing their holographics. Is there?
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
Yeah.
Like
I
over
just
here,
think
got,
again, you're running a SIG platform. Just stick to the SIG's sight. I actually like their sight a
I
lot.
still like the Beretta.
Oh gosh,
Fuck off.
yeah.
oh dear God.
Hey, I own one. Whatever. I shoot great with it.
No,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. I got
Shoot
nothing
better
against,
than with it than the M17.
a
actually.
civilian-owned Beretta.
Yeah, of
'Cause
course
once
it's gonna
you
be
get-
better than the military.
Right.
Wasn't handed down from.
I
the
thought it was funny because like when they
1970s.
first
Yeah,
issued out the
right.
M17s, their sight alignment was incorrect because they used a much taller front sight, I believe, front sight post. So they were like already like coming out of factory misaligned and shit.
Hey, that's what fucked me up the last.
No, you're just a shitty shot with the handgun.
I don't see the.
I'm gonna shoot you with my.
So the new
Cleaner
M17s that you guys are being issued, they're coming with basically suppressor sights. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying,
Yeah,
Essentially.
essentially.
and
like,
that's to what is it called?
Co-witness.
Co-witness.
Co-witness with an RMR.
Right, but we're not gonna be putting anything.
But
on
you're
there anytime
you're
soon.
taking off. Well, first of all, you wouldn't lollipop a fucking RMR, you know. But
No,
when you install your fucking reflex sight on there, you're taking off your back sights anyway.
take a little hit on that thing too hard there, bud.
Well, yeah.
No,
But
but
this was Lancey's pen.
all sudden I'm a little lightheaded.
Someone's
That's
popping
got
on
COVID.
a test.
Oh man.
Someone's rescheduling
No,
training.
I don't see it
March.
happening anytime soon. Too. It's like I don't see the need for.
And I don't think Eotech's going to get it. I think there's far more better companies. I mean, Vortex is making a huge move on the other sites as well to be the new standard issue site. In
they make a good red dot though.
Dude,
Yeah.
Vortex's manufacturing center is legit. I mean, it's like a mile square block of just nothing but optics.
They've got
Right.
good
It is
shit for
the price.
For the
good
price.
price,
yeah.
It's
not
insane.
as good as like the AccuPoint from
Yes.
Trijicon.
Right.
For clarity, that's what I rock on my AR.
Yeah.
But the Vortex for I mean, you're talking about the AccuPoint is what $1,300 versus a $500
Right,
Vortex.
But with
Because-
them chasing a military contract, they're definitely going to push up their standards as well, and they're going to get some of that Fed money come in. I think their QA is going to go through the roof, and they're going to do a good job.
Well, speaking of that,
yeah.
because I actually have like a Vortex regular green red dot on one of my ARs here, but I have an L3 Eotech 3 times behind it. That flipper they actually used with my Eotech before.
So remember the new rifle I bought that
Yeah.
Vortex sight,
Yeah.
and then I put a Vortex 3X on right behind it too, and it's
But-
phenomenal. I love it, man.
The Eotech 3 times cost more than the red dot.
Right.
But
Dude, the
clear-
Eotechs, the prices are insane.
Yeah,
But what's
they
crazy how the clarity is through when you have that 3 times on that Vortex. It is a beautiful, clean
Right.
dot. Like it's not
Yeah.
like fuzzy. It's very clean.
Like especially in the law enforcement world, when Eotech first came to market, I mean, they were really the brand leaders and that type of site and what have you. I just think there's better people out there now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
All right, what do we got next on the list here?
Oh, this one's for
I'll take it.
yeah.
our Devil Derps here.
Yeah. The Marine Corps is officially flying its most powerful helicopter ever. The CH-53K has 3 times the lift capacity and of its predecessor, the CH-53E. It has a wider cabin and is able to carry 27,000 pounds versus the CH-53E
Holy crap.
that can
Wow.
carry 9,628
Holy shit, that's like 3
pounds.
times
Yeah.
as much.
That's a huge jump.
Right.
Mo power, baby.
Its engines produces 57% more power with 63% fewer parts than the CH-53.
Are you guys bringing
Yeah.
dependents
Fuck
on
outta here,
deployment
man.
now?
So-
Holy shit.
Yeah,
No, what they
probably.
chuck in
on
these
here?
things are those little Mercedes G-Wagons.
Fuck, man.
They freaking can stack them in there, 2 G-Wagons inside of one of these things.
That
and
thing can
is
airlift an
badass.
AAV.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I mean, because this supposedly this thing was produced like 2 years ago. Plus, I know COVID stopped some shit, but like these some of the first few units are now actually getting it.
Okay.
That's where I saw it. And I was like, dude, that's fucking hot.
Okay,
This
that
is
makes
where shit starts to break, though.
Yeah.
You give them to Marines, we can break a ball bearing
I
in
know.
a sealed room.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking steal it or
I'm kind of curious if this is going to have the same teething problems the Osprey had.
Well, did it?
maybe.
Did it have a lot?
Yeah, it did.
I don't know. I don't remember. I,
They're-
mean,
they're
I
quite
just saw them and I was like, this thing's badass.
It was badass. It came into service right when I was getting out, but like right when it came into service, there were
God,
a
it's
couple
that old?
high profile like crashes.
Dude, we broke 7 tons. We
Yeah.
had 7 tons down at 29 stumps, and they were like, take them for a lift and see if you can break them. They broke like 7 out of the 10 vehicles.
Yeah.
They flipped them. They freaking
Challenge
Because
accepted.
29
they
palms,
drowned them in rivers. Like,
29 Palms is the military rental unit.
oh my god,
Right?
There's no better place to drive a Hummer. Like,
I know.
you can jump them. You can fucking just wide open.
That's why they're
40
like the
miles
number
an
one.
hour.
They're the number one facility on like GovPlanet if you want to buy like
And don't buy them. They're all busted to shit.
right.
Yo, we fucking ramped a tank there.
Oh, hell yeah. That's the best.
It was so much fun.
This shit you only see in movies, man.
Oh, I'll do it.
And the 7 out of 3, 7 out of 10, and then the other 3 remain pregnant.
Fuck yeah! All right, enough of that.
There we go.
All right.
We might need some Arnold today.
Arnold.
Son of a bitcher. Making
Wrong.
me ask to do a lot there. It's not this kind of show. Is that even right?
Declan.
Declan. Which one's this one?
Where's my family?
Oh, it's my family.
No, that's the ones that are right.
Which one? This one?
What's the matter?
What's the matter?
Where's my family? That's what he said when he came home after his wife found out about the maid, right?
I'm a cop, you idiot.
All right.
family go?
So
All right, so somebody want to look this up really quick too as we're doing it. Like when strikers were fucking, if they ever were gone for a while, because here we go. So Army's putting lasers on strikers powerful enough to shoot down drones and helicopters.
Helicopters, damn, dude.
the Directed Energy Maneuver Short Range Air Defense, also the DM SHORAD system, is a 50 kilowatt laser weapon mounted on a Stryker infantry carrier vehicle. Instead of a Stinger missile, think of a high-powered beam of energy directed at a target.
It's a laser.
It's like J-Bot staring at your crotch, basically.
Oh man, I'll make it warm.
Yeah,
staring
real.
at it.
Just
Warm.
It's
and-
not cool though if you don't involve sharks.
Right? Dr.
Lasers.
Evil. The first systems will be delivered to Fort Sill, Oklahoma in
Oh,
September
God.
2022,
My
Everybody
search
just
engine's
rolls their
pretty
eyes.
shitty on that. Sorry.
Fort Sill.
where they will begin further testing at White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico. You know who's got a lot of stories about White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico?
Rob.
The old man as well.
oh yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
I got Fort Sill once. I don't want to talk about
Fort
it.
Bliss did so much because he was with the
Oh.
Patriot unit, right? When they were starting to field the Patriot and converting.
Oh, back in the.
Yeah.
Back in
81 to 84 in Fort Bliss.
Listen, Fort Bliss.
And White Sands Missile Range, yeah, I think they were.
Dude, we could get your dad on the show. Just like
No.
in the corner.
Oh, no.
Actually, just in the corner, we'll mute him out every time. Like when it starts getting crazy, just big bloop.
Yeah.
Actually, a separate booth a little farther away. Hey guys, how's it going? Like, all right, for a couple seconds.
I don't think
and
he can handle the homoeroticism on his show.
Well, we'll mute his things out for a while.
Yeah.
We'll just put him next to J-Bot.
Can you guys hear me?
We just need to record him saying Fort Bliss.
I'll be like,
Right.
can I call you daddy?
So anyway, back to the laser beams.
Okay.
All right, so
Kitty and I
they're
will
gonna
be
take out
brothers and lovers. What?
Yeah, it's all this anti-drone shit. man.
anti-drone,
Well-
but it said helicopters too, right?
To be fair, this technology
That is crazy.
this technology was starting to get developed in the 90s for the Air Force, and they were going to mount it on like basically like almost like a 747.
They did
Okay.
mount it on one.
Yeah,
to shoot
they
down
did.
ICBMs.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that was the whole idea of it was to
but
take out
wouldn't a Stinger
ICBMs.
still be better for a helicopter? Because it said helicopter in here, dude. Like, I would still keep a Stinger for that.
Yeah, I mean,
Instead of going, oh, I
Can't
hope
we
this
just
works.
strap
Sure,
a
but-
pair of miniguns on this thing
you
and
can
just
only-
call it a
Right.
day?
you can
Exactly,
Only, you
I
can only-
agree.
you can only carry so many Stingers, and if you have
Right.
enough capacitors,
Okay, but
and-
what's that? What's he done? What's that little
That's
Burt,
true.
the Burt gun that's on the Navy ships in our
Sea
bases?
Whiz.
Sea Whiz.
That's
That
right.
thing's
yeah.
fucking
It's
huge,
not just on
man.
Navy stuff.
Well, no,
though.
they-
I know,
You
on the
can use it
bases,
on bases.
I know.
Yeah, they have land based.
I
But
know.
Yeah,
I
the
know.
sea
The
rams.
brrr.
Yeah.
like, why couldn't we just mount that on there? Why do we have to go green and go with electric?
I mean,
Tesla.
it seems like it's more direct.
Well,
Is it Tesla laser?
It's quieter,
Right.
so the neighbors can't hear.
well, I mean, carrying the amount of ammo you would need to make a Sea Whiz practical on a vehicle is
Oh,
in-
it's
astronomical.
impossible.
Yeah,
You
it's
do-
Think
astronomical.
about how
No.
boring this is because you're not going to be able to see the laser beam.
You'll
No.
just, you'll
If
just
they
see
could
the
s-
helicopter fucking
You could you,
all of
well,
a sudden just start sparking in the middle of the air.
if
like
you
cooking
feel like
popcorn.
violating international treaties, you can lower the power and literally blind ground troops with
I mean,
it.
I see some applications for lasers. I get that, but
Just put a bunch of duck hunters in the back of that bitch.
there we go.
Spotlights and shit like that.
Problem
Take 'em, boys!
fucking
Some politician was like smoking weed. Yo, why don't we do like lasers on
Lasers.
like the strikers and
Are we still using those strikers? Nope.
Nope.
Lasers on them.
How about the new JLTVs?
Get rid of a fucking tank.
You know,
and
there's
put a
like some
laser on a
striker guy listening. Why we've been a striker,
Right.
Striker forever. Anyway, all right,
Scott, our former fucking
yeah,
S3 NCOIC. He was a striker guy.
yeah, he was a striker guy. Was he one that
Desert Storm.
didn't he deny you that when you saved that life?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. He's the one that
Yes,
gave you COA.
son of a
All right.
bitch.
Yeah. Anyway, Army is finally getting futuristic heads-up displays into soldiers' more hands this year. So that's happening. So we're getting the new augmented things. Hit it up there, Petey.
Yeah, the Integrated Visual Augmentation System, or also known as the IVAS,
IVAS.
is
Sounds like an
expect-
STD.
I like it.
right.
I
Is
contracted
expected to
IVAS.
undergo more testing in May. The IVAS is still on track to be fielded to its first unit by the end of the fiscal year.
Right.
The IVAS system, based on Microsoft's existing HoloLens 2 technology, has been tested by soldiers since 2019. The system will provide troops with augmented reality, so you're really going to be able to see the blue screen of death in your
Yeah.
You're gonna
PlayStation.
feel it in your
It'll
blood.
blind you in the middle of the night.
A technology that overlays digital information onto the screen soldiers are looking through while wearing the goggles for training and on-the-spot language translations,
Oh, cool,
high-resolution
actually.
night and thermal sensors, facial recognition software, and the ability to see what a location or objective looks like before they get there. It will even give soldiers the ability to see outside of a vehicle before they exist, providing greater awareness and what they're walking into.
So it does give it's like a HUD view.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like your Call of Duty, like boom, boom, boom. What's going around? You kind of shit.
Which we kind of I don't
it
know if
get-
you're aware, but we kind of tested them when we were doing the like the cold steel bullshit, and they took us into that one AI room almost, right? And you're on this kind of like fucking weapon mount, right? That's fully articulating, and then you're wearing this headset, right? I didn't realize that it was actually part of this program.
Does it give you ammo counts?
Weren't they doing
Is this the new version of? Remember how it was like a monocular kind of thing?
Yeah,
you
they
could
had like
see?
a Future Warrior.
But
the
it's
Google
like,
lens.
Yeah, right.
But it's like
Okay.
a full size goggle. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
boom across your whole thing.
It looks like you're wearing pit vipers.
Well,
Yeah.
all right. I'll bring
But
up the
what does that do to your up close,
So-
like spatial recognition though?
it
I
has
mean,
no impact on it because it's like
Yeah.
a heads-up display. It's like an overlay over what you're actually
looking
seeing.
through.
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
okay.
you're looking right through.
Oh,
it.
just
Right.
like the movies then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking want
or
one,
video
yeah.
game basically. Think of playing COD or whatever, you know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
like you have like your shit on the sides of your radar and
Yep.
cool
Is
Then
it
you could
just
pop
a
up.
coincidence this is Microsoft with Halo?
I was about to say.
Yeah, like
Do
Master
you-
Chief in
do you
real
need
life.
to-
Probably got the same layout and everything.
Where do you put your cat card in?
But it's funny because the side of it.
It doesn't work.
I got to put my pin in.
I can't
One, one,
sign
one,
on
one, one, one.
Teams.
Right.
What's
You
the
get locked
password
out.
again? Somebody
actually-
tell me the secondary password.
That actually is my pin too.
Yeah.
6 1s, by the way. Put that out there. All over.
6969.
111. No, but you were mentioning that though, because it is Microsoft, and you're like the blue screen. Like, what what happens if that happens? Like, oh fuck!
Oh man.
Windows update. Fuck! Somebody get Bill Gates in here.
PC low letter. What is that?
Windows 98. God damn it. Yeah,
I
it's
gotta
it's
go through my software center to.
Could it be? It's interesting. Though.
I mean, if it actually comes out and it actually works the way that they're saying it's going to work,
yeah, it'd
man,
be pretty badass.
That'd be pretty badass.
Well,
the problem is the
Marine Corps
squad
won't see
leader
it in
will get
20
one.
years.
No one else will get one. Yeah. And everyone will be like, "What the fuck do you see?" And he's like, "Fuck!" And you're just like, "I don't know what's going on."
Got Pornhub on there. Yes. Yeah. Why is he jerking off right now? Yeah. So great.
I can see
God.
I can see his gamer tag on the enemies.
I'm gonna shoot.
Be like, I fucking shot that motherfucker. in
I'm
COD.
curious with it. We'll see what
Yeah.
goes on with it. Though.
That'd be cool.
Did you say bi-curious?
But I'm bi-curious, guys. Hey, fellers.
Hey.
All right.
This looks like a Lancy story.
Yeah.
I'll take it. The Marine Corps' wish list for its next high-tech recon vehicle. The Marine Corps said it wants its new advanced reconnaissance vehicle. Should we call a friend and Rob, see if he knows anything?
Yeah. Yeah. You talking about the ARV?
To include munitions upgrades, electronic warfare capabilities, and perform some long-neglected missions, including air defense.
Oh.
That includes a cannon with programmable air-burst munitions that can explode over the enemy's head, Javelin and Spike 2 missiles, and sensors capable of detecting aerial drone threats. Cool. The ARV is to be the successor to the LAV-25. Ooh, this is Rob's territory.
This is very much
A
isn't it?
light armored reconnaissance vehicle has been in service since Iwo Jima. Armed with a 25mm chain gun and capable of transporting 6 Marines, the LAV-25 has been a mainstay of the Marine Corps' light armored reconnaissance battalions and part of tactical theory adopted in the 1980s.
That sucks because it breaks up the squad count, right? Because didn't they change it to like a 13-person squad?
Well, no, our squads are 13.
Right, so
To
then you
begin
split
with,
it
but-
up, so you get
but-
a 7 and a 6.
Yeah, but they did that with Amtrak's though too.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty cool though. It's the what was it saying?
I wish they would have gotten rid of the LAV-25 and the AAV and gone with the triple AV.
Agreed.
Because that badass fucking piece of machinery.
Yes.
Okay, the triple AV, if people don't know,
Yeah,
We don't.
was-
right here in this room.
it was an advanced version of an AAV, but it was powered by 2 giant jet motors. Had a ramp in the front that would go back to act as more of like a boat bow.
Okay.
And the thing would do 45, 50 knots in the open ocean.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
out.
It
So
was
unlike the AAV,
insane.
the AAV would like sit in the water like a boat. This thing would hydroplane.
The tracks would retract into the vehicle.
Yeah, so the bottom was flat.
So
It
it
would
was
hydroplane.
basically a boat.
Yeah.
And it was
A
powered
boat.
by and the guys that we talked to, because when I was stationed at Del Mar and I was in a boat company, and these guys, we'd see them going out testing it.
Yep.
And these guys and we'd be like yelling at them from our rubber boats, and we're like, "What is that thing like?" And they're like, "It's a giant jet ski with a 25mm cannon."
You know why it
Damn.
didn't get approved? Because at that time, Lonely Island didn't come out with I'm on a boat.
It was actually under the current or the former President Obama, the what is it called?
defense appropriations.
Yeah.
defense appropriations. Basically, they canceled all these cool ass contracts
Right.
Yep.
and said, "Nah, we're just gonna stick with the basic shit."
So
we got
remember
right
that.
now."
also, so I have a good friend that I served with down at
Rob.
no,
Coronado?
We went to Western
he is
together. Play lacrosse.
he is a maintenance master sergeant down at a reserve unit in Louisiana, and it's like for like all the heavy ordnance, like
On
you
the
know,
bayou.
yeah, reserves basically.
Mm-hmm.
But he told me the inside scoop on why that got canceled, and I cannot really say it on the air, but I can tell you offline.
All right. Well,
An
So why
envelope
tease?
did not
Why
get
tease?
delivered
Yeah,
to the right
you're-
person.
fucking
but-
cock tease.
You know, ISIS is
Basically-
coming to get you now.
Basically, basically the reason it got canceled is some people had interest in the vehicle itself getting developed, right?
Okay.
And then other people had interest in producing the electronic brain that was supposed to
so
operate.
politicians were involved.
Yeah,
Okay.
so two
All right.
politicians basically, and
not get there.
and so they incorporated the electronic system from a company that didn't develop the vehicle.
I could go all day with that kind of shit.
This reminds me of that. What's that one movie they made about the Bradley fighting vehicle?
Oh,
Pentagon
Pentagon
Wars.
Wars.
Yeah.
That
That-
one's
it-
good.
As
That one-
funny as it was,
it's
as it
good.
is,
It's so accurate for how fucked up development of the Bradley was.
It's so let's put a gun on it.
All right, so that's
bread
that-
box.
So this is
Yeah.
on the Corps' wish list.
I think it's good.
Good luck for them though.
It's
I
a good
mean,
idea, and I agree with Lancey. They should just 86 the LAVs and AAVs all together, and then do one vehicle that does both.
Also,
jobs.
is this going to be an
But is it going to do a
amphibious
really
vehicle?
good job at
Right. That, which is,
could.
I mean,
I mean,
kind of,
everything the Marine Corps has needs to be amphibious.
right? Isn't
Yes.
that the whole
Because
point of your
Hence the
We've-
existence?
name.
Yeah,
They've gotten away from their mission statement. in
But
the
you guys are
last-
coming back to it because it was
Yeah.
even in your guys' the commandant of the Corps and all that.
which
He's
is
like,
why we got rid of tanks to be more
Yep.
amphibiously focused. And honestly, the LAV has limited amphibious capabilities.
Oh,
but
it's slower. I mean, it's basically a slow-moving target.
And aren't you guys
in the
like
water.
purging Davarti as well, like getting rid of your artillery and stuff at the division level or something?
I don't.
Really?
I don't
No,
think so.
Artie
I don't
is
think so.
staying put
Is
because
it?
you
Yeah.
need that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I agree,
But
but-
we just got like the 777s, so we have like the ultralight howitzers
Right.
now.
Nice.
But we never
Dude,
had
those
any
things are
self-propelled
bad.
stuff.
Okay,
No.
got it.
None of
All
the
right.
paladins are.
So cool on the wish list. We'll see if it happens for them. Probably not because it's the Marine Corps
And we have no money.
exactly.
We
All
got
right.
rid of Mattis, our number one guy.
I
That
thought
was
he's
the only
retired or
time the
something.
Marine Corps got cool shit was when Mattis was in charge.
He's the warrior scholar. Man.
Wrong.
It was wrong. All right. Air Force wants to cut fossil fuels out of its jets.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
let the
what's
Asian
really-
take this one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Fly Toyotas. Air Force is chasing a slew of new technologies to reduce its dependence on foreign oil, to make its engines more efficient and use less gas. Hence the Prius. And to make it easier to keep bases and aircraft gassed up downrange. These technologies include designing better engines, analyzing jet fuel use, and even washing down engines differently so that they run better.
I think
More
they've been doing
better.
this in Honolulu. That's how they got in their water system.
Too soon. Ouch. They're still struggling over there.
Poor
But there is
bastards.
one technology that could have dramatic implications, not just for the Air Force, but for society in general. Renewable jet fuel.
All right.
Air
Bamboo
Force
fuel.
Air Force currently uses JP8,
Yeah.
Jet Propellant 8. The service announced it had endorsed a private company called 12, which is working to pull carbon dioxide out of the air and transform it into jet fuel.
Is that because
Whoa.
the first 11 companies failed?
like
the
it.
first 11 were just test runs? Yeah.
I like it.
Was it awesome?
12 says it has a new electromechanical reactor. With a special-
Electrochemical.
Electrochemical.
Hey, he's
Sorry.
Asian. Leave him alone.
Oh,
English.
I know. With a special catalyst that electrifies carbon dioxide and water, which creates a synthesis gas, aka syngas. I was going to say syngas.
Syngas.
That can
Probably not
that
wrong.
Sounds cooler.
Colonel
Right?
Angus.
That can be refined into jet fuel, which the company calls E-Jet.
So
This reminds me of that episode of Space Force.
Which one?
with the fuel,
Yeah.
the influencer. And
By the way, that's coming out pretty soon.
But what are they going to tell pilots? Guys, no afterburner. We're trying to watch our fuel costs.
Yeah, right. So actually,
They already are right now.
surprisingly, this is actually new technology. Really, it really isn't. This I did some more research on this. This has been out for like 100 years.
100
Oil
years.
companies.
Yeah, they've been trying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
they've actually invented this a long time ago. Now they're just kind
It's
of
like the Tesla coil.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like wireless charging. What's that?
Well, didn't they like invent something where you just turn water into fuel or something? And
Well, they
It's
just
called
turned-
hydrogen power.
They just turned
That's
piss
hydrogen.
into
No,
water
no.
for astronauts, which is pretty cool.
Well, no, they have a.
not that, but like water powered.
Yeah,
and we're not talking about like.
No,
you-
there's
Yeah.
a special kind of algae that actually they can grow in water that changes it into fuel.
Yeah, and it's like a one of those biofuels they got
Yeah,
out there.
which is super crazy.
Cool
if they
shit.
could, if
But
they
it's
could
real
get
expensive,
that
though.
technology to go,
we do more research, we're gonna get murked or something.
we could
Yeah,
take
right.
all those shitter ponds and turn them into jet fuel.
I know,
That'd be
man.
Man.
Lake
great.
Bandini would be the most profitable place on the fucking planet.
What are you guys running on? Shitter fuel.
I just take my feces and just power my car.
My wife's pissed because we took the whole case of water down here.
Oh no.
Whatever.
We have water.
We have
Holy
water.
shit!
I love it. Like he's like, we have this.
It's Lake
It's
Bandini
like,
water.
It's like he's back in the. He's like, is he back in the court? You guys have socks? I got nothing.
It's because J-Bot hit it underneath his jacket.
It's good to be at the
sitting a
main
little taller.
table.
So interesting, though. I mean, if they want to do that, it's one of the other wish list. They're trying to figure it out. Cool. I mean, I could spend the money on it. Yeah, make it happen if it works. I mean, but yeah, the whole afterburner thing, that's a little.
But I mean,
But if you're pulling it from carbon dioxide and
Yeah,
shit,
if you can make it
still-
work, make it work. Cool.
they just put
Limitless
giant
amounts.
scrubbers on the top of the aircraft as they're flying.
I'm all about it. Make it work. Renewable is pretty cool. I mean, that's the most hippiest part of me. Like, hey, if it saves money, that's the conservative side of me.
Just
Yeah.
put
I
solar
know.
panels
The
on
fiscal part of me
everything.
goes, if it
Some
saves the
high
buck,
school student
make it
thought.
happen.
Think of how much a lower defense budget could be if we didn't have to pay for fuel.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
dude.
Also,
Dude, I know my ship in the Navy was not a very large ship, and that fucker drank 550,000 gallons every 5 days.
Yeah.
Oh.
crap.
that's
And that
insane.
was, I mean, dude, that wasn't even the fuel for jets or craft or anything. Like
Just
that. That was
by
literally just
itself.
the main motor.
Yeah, well, and also like think about it this way: that too, like look at almost every war we've been every war that's been fought throughout history has been over resources.
Yeah.
You take oil out of that equation, we do not have to get involved in any of these Middle Eastern shitholes ever again.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be so nice.
Yeah, right.
So hot over there.
Fucking guy, dude.
If we could get a more temperate climate to fight in, that'd be
I mean,
great.
yeah,
No shit, bro.
like the East Block. Well,
Right.
wintertime gets a little chilly, but
That's when you pull back.
The
Everybody
army's
has a
getting
vacation.
Exactly. We
The
go
army's
back
getting
down.
new
We'll,
winter boots.
We'll be
warm
back
up
in
in
the
Italy.
spring, guys.
Go down to the
We'll see you
Mediterranean.
next year, guys.
We'll see
Happy
you
New
in
Year.
like late April.
R&R in Milan.
Yeah.
Cyprus.
Nope.
We'll just be in. We'll be in Italy.
I love that. Yeah. Go to Greece. All right. So Pentagon wants a new night vision that could be worn like sunglasses. This
Yeah.
sounds pretty hot.
Who the fuck doesn't want that?
All right.
Alright.
So last year, Army unveiled its new and revolutionary enhanced night vision goggle binoculars, which allow soldiers to see the illuminated outlines of people, obstacles, and machine gun fire with a remarkable level of clarity.
Pretty awesome. We
It was.
We all
yeah.
saw that shit. That's pretty
We
hot.
covered it a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Now, the DARPA wants U.S. troops to have night vision optics that are as lightweight and compact as a pair of regular eyeglasses. Lightweight night vision glasses will certainly make it easier for U.S. troops to fight in the dark, but before you count on taking a pair of these optics into battle, just remember that not every DARPA project yields gear that service members end up using.
Only the
And-
SEALs.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
And the
Right.
question is always going to become is where do you tie off the fucker so you don't lose them in the woods?
Oh
Yeah,
god.
right.
Yeah, that's the
Shit,
thing,
man.
man.
550 cord everywhere. Just
Right.
webbed all over.
Still cannot
Well,
see me.
What's going to power them either? You know, what's going to power these
Well,
things?
and that's part of it too,
Hopes
is
and
developing
dreams.
the battery technology for it.
Because I had a hard enough time getting double A's. I
Right.
can't even imagine.
Never
trying to
mind getting the actual lithium ion ones.
Yeah.
that
Your mom
doesn't-
said
the first
double
time
A's.
they catch on fire next to your fucking face.
Ooh,
Oh, no.
Oh, you
thanks.
had one burn up on you?
Well, you're new.
Lithium ions?
Yeah.
Where you,
Yeah, they
I never had
ignite.
one burn. I had never.
your
issue with
UM4 will have that USB-C connection. It'll plug right in there because it'll
Oh,
just
yeah.
use the power off of you pop the trigger off.
But is it a USB-C?
I don't know, I'm making shit up.
Or a lightning port.
Look at the fucking J-Bot.
say,
J-Bot
Bot
was
actually
like, "Wait,
believing you.
really?
Wireless. You got a guy on the squad that's just charging shit the whole time.
He's the charger.
Yeah.
He's
Got
even
him
have
running on the hamster wheel about 500 meters behind the squad.
He just he has just a like a go bag that's you just charge. That's his
Solar
sole
panel.
So they need to have
purpose.
like those little fucking wheels inside the boots. Like
He's just going like this
hell
the
was
whole
it?
time,
Like the old
charging it.
shoes.
He's the charger because he's a conscientious objector.
Well, you know, like the it was
Fucking hell.
what is it? Like the radios and lights that you wind up.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah,
wind-up
yeah.
ones.
But you hook that up to me jerking off, you'll get power for days.
Power for hours.
In a 130-degree porta
Oh,
shitter.
yeah.
I'm going
Only way I
crazy
can
with
get
it.
off now.
I can't
Yeah, it is.
In a porta shitter?
Yeah.
That's the best way. It's got to be hot, just steaming.
Steaming.
fucking-
You got one put in your
Smell of
backyard.
shit.
Oh yeah.
I hate the fact that I'm like on page 45 when I'm looking at porn now.
Seen it all.
So desensitized to everything. It's
It's like
so
Robin Williams when he said, like, by now it's like I need like a sparkler in my ass or something.
I know. It's like I
Gerbil.
think I tried in the shower.
Gerbil.
Right? It's like you gotta like. I'm like, let's be creative. Let's get in the shower. I'm like thinking, going, nah, I just
No.
can't do it anymore.
Been
My
there, done
imagination's
that.
gone.
Have you worn out the Oculus yet? So
Oh,
you're
that
done
thing
with
is.
that?
No, I'm not done with it, but
I need
just
to get a
need the
preview on it
story.
to see if I need
I
to
think
invest
I
in
haven't
one.
even
I think
started
I've
yet.
seen every VR possible already.
Really?
It's not that much yet. It's still
Let me
fresh.
hop onto
Well,
it, man. I
a
got to
couple years.
preview it.
Did you watch any female porn on there too?
No, just straight trans. That's the best. Nothing beats it like with a fucking you're up the ass and that the cock's right in your
Dude,
I
face.
never knew the Oculus was so woke.
Oh, it's woke. Actually, it comes up quite a bit. I was like, why is there? I'm like, let's check it out. You know what? It's 2022.
You've got
Time.
questions, they've got answers.
right? Let's see.
And
if
what are these glasses? Back to these things. What are they
Yeah.
going to be like? Are they going to be that giant heads-up display we were talking about?
right.
Is this going to be a camera-based system that basically
So
just
it's-
projects it onto you, or are you going to be seeing through it, kind of like that
Have you-
crazy face shield?
Have you seen what it looked like the new ones where it shows the outline?
Yeah,
No.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these things look pretty.
It looks
badass.
like something straight out of like a video game.
It really does.
Right.
So I don't know how they're gonna.
And it's
compress
interesting
this.
because, like, if you understand how night vision technology works with the tube and all that shit,
Yeah.
right? Like, how did they get it so?
I feel like it's a mixture of like.
I feel like there's stars involved.
I feel like they're throwing. No,
Maybe
I
the
actually
moon.
feel like they're throwing some
gonna look
thermal
like
into this
this.
shit.
Yeah.
that outline it looks like there's
I think
thermal.
I think that's the
thermal
push
and
is to
night.
do a full integration
Yeah.
between low light and thermal
Yeah.
for night vision, so
Yeah.
that you get the best of both worlds without
that'd be cool.
sacrificing.
Yeah, it's hot. But
Yeah.
how they're gonna get that compact? It's gonna be
I
a
don't
while.
That's gonna be a lot of money.
Again,
Like I said, it's on the wish list.
Again, the
so-
technology, the technology that's there, yeah, sure. You're probably not going to get it in sunglasses form for decades to come. But on the whole, though, you might end up getting this as being something that's a little more compact, like the size of goggles,
I don't know if I can get VR porn,
or
I think they
something
can make it work.
or something that's integrated into your helmet.
Oh my God, I got them. They're right here.
Whoa,
Look at that.
Look at that, we got it.
bro!
Rob's glasses. There's so much intel in this thing. There's so
These
much
glasses
information.
know people.
It's like he knows like
Yeah.
everything. That's what he's looking at. He's got,
Got it from a
that.
Spetsnaz guy.
That's
Anyway.
no shit though. We know that guy.
No, I'm not saying
No,
that you
no,
don't.
I know.
you know.
No, I know.
Fucking crazy.
I'm not even giving shit for Rob or any stories. I think they're all
Right.
great. I mean, he was a great guest. It was fucking.
That was like the best, longest episode we've
I can't wait to
ever
get him back
had,
on,
like,
actually.
3 hours long.
If you haven't seen that one yet, check that one
Getting
out.
him back on. We're gonna move this to the other room with the couch.
Yeah,
Right? Did you shit yourself?
I had White Castle earlier.
I am so happy to be in the closet
That
right
is
now.
so not keto.
I was so hungry, man. I had no food at the house.
All right.
Just start
Well,
chewing more
that's
of my.
rough.
It's just a
big league
caveat.
fruits.
We don't run it
Petey's
long here.
face looks like he's eating shit right now.
Yeah, he's dying over here.
It literally tastes like a shit in his mouth.
Gas. The gas mask's right
Oh,
behind you, too, by
boy.
the way. All right.
Jalapeno sliders,
Steamer in
bud.
his
Oh,
mouth.
yeah.
Imagine what that would be like if you were wearing a mop suit right now.
Oh.
Ooh, just marinating. Oh yeah.
Love it.
Mwah.
Well, it's always a spicy.
Gustoso.
Most spicy is just a caveat. Oh, Brazilian
that.
fart porn. I forgot about that.
If you haven't, check it out.
The other OG.
Yeah, the other, well, it's
He-
actually,
he-
it
he
was a
just hit me
combo
up.
between, yeah, so did I. That's actually been a combo between me and him. It was like, then it became off
Are you
topic.
talking about
of what we're-
Scogliosius?
No, well, it was part of it.
Oh, that
too.
was part after, right?
But OG, the other OG,
him,
my
yes.
predecessor.
Right.
my first lover and brother.
So you showed me this thing called Brazilian fart porn. And I know we're way off topic on our show here and what we're doing here.
But let's end it on a high
This
note.
is good.
But yeah, we're going on a high note here. And so like it became a thing. Like if you joined our unit, you had to watch Brazilian fart porn.
It was a rite of passage, like no bullshit.
You come in.
It's actually pretty good, though.
And an OG shows you Brazilian fart porn. And
We
it's
brought it back too, because remember the latest guys?
I know.
Like, hey, come over here.
Take a look. Yeah, because we took a little break from it, but it is the funniest shit you ever. It's hard not to laugh at if you have a toilet humor like we do. Like just,
Right.
yeah, just dumbasses. like
It's
we
just
are.
it's funny. They're the faces they make.
Like I'm pretty sure your
They're
dad's
like,
gonna be like, I'm gonna check it out. And he's like, it wasn't as funny as I thought it'd be.
You guys are fucking sick.
Fucking OG's an asshole.
I'm gonna hit them up.
You don't do anything on the show.
that
apparently.
guy does nothing on the show. By the
I
way,
heard.
Mr.
Sam's
Sam.
dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have a 45-minute video just for you. That was also another.
That's going to be for Christmas.
That's another extra here. I mean, Sam did like an extra bonus video just for his
What
dad.
is this, like the video that Mr. McFeely would bring to Mr. Rogers of
Yeah.
what happens
Yeah,
behind the podcast?
How drunk were we when we did that?
Let's just say this podcast table's like flipped over. It's still crooked right now. It's bothering me.
Are you serious?
It's
Well,
bad.
I know I called this guy on a Monday morning, be like, because this is when I was sick, right? And I missed out. So I call him on a Monday morning. He's like, hello? And it's like 10 in the morning, right? He's like, I'm not doing so good.
Sam's next to
Sam's next to me. Oh, you hear, hi.
He's got no pants on.
Oh, that's normal.
Yeah, that's like we don't record on Sundays
Yeah.
anymore.
It's if he doesn't have pants on. If he does have pants on, then we're worried.
But anyway, where was it? Oh yeah, Brazilian fire porn. Check it out. It's fucking hilarious.
Worth
All right.
every minute of enjoyment.
It is. All right, let's wrap this one up. Caveats are short. That's how we're supposed to keep them. That's the
Right.
point of them.
I'm gonna wrap you up.
Oh, yeah, bet you will.
Milo. Yeah.
Just watch. That's extra content. That's subscription
All
only
right.
content.
Like I said, if you are listening to us on Apple Podcast, please give us that 5-star rating.
Yeah.
The creepy guy, give me 5 stars. Otherwise, the ride's gonna be very shitty. Okay?
Right.
All
If
right,
you don't like and subscribe, Vladimir Putin like eats
Will
a puppy
invade
or something.
Ukraine.
He'll win the war.
he'll win the war, and it's gonna be rough, very rough. All right, please like, follow, subscribe, share, remind yourself we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, all podcast platforms, and watch us on YouTube or at semperhua.com. You can follow us at you can follow us on Facebook at Semperhua Podcast and IG at Semperhua. Check out the merch at semperhua.com/shop. You can support the show at semperhua.com with a monthly subscription of your choosing. You click that little support us,
Support,
become subscribe, whatever it is. I don't forget what it is.
Donate.
Donate. I don't think we have it on there. Anyway, 50% of merch profits go to Tango 3. Hit up Tango
And
3 real
Feel
quick.
like
Tango 3, they're selling that Dove Creek Akashu Wagyu beef jerky.
What's up, man?
Right?
Oh, God,
What's
you
up,
got it
what's
right.
up?
Look at that.
Because their
There you go.
proceeds go to. Whoa.
And it's delicious.
He's got a wrapper still from last episode.
Jesus. It's probably the one I left behind.
Wiped your ass with that one. There's no toilet paper back here.
Ooh, that
It
hurts.
smells beefy.
Their plastic's really tough on there. You got to
Dude,
cut it
it's
with a
really
knife.
hard to open. You need a knife.
Right.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
delicious stuff, guys. And they're helping, the veteran community with mental health and suicide prevention programs.
And God
it's
knows
all
we
it's
need
all
it.
vetted. It's all in the clear. So help out Tango 3. Buy some Agashu Wagyu beef. It's
Good
delicious.
shit. All right.
It's
And don't
good,
forget to send the
and it's
Also-
good for you.
Check out
Also-
our friends over at
Yeah.
Trigger
Triggered
the podcast.
podcast. Man, that was a fun thing to do with
I'm
them.
definitely gonna subscribe to them on Instagram.
Yeah, we're gonna plug them again on our next show too.
On
It
the
was a
gram.
Good time. on
gram.
there.
There you go.
I love you guys. If it's not in front of me, I'm not reading it. Ron Burgundy over here.
Good morning, San Francisco.
San Diego, you
San Diego.
motherfucker.
Read that tweet
It was a
again,
good
Bob.
city.
Sorry.
Fuck you, San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget to send the hate mail to contact@semperhua.com and
Not just any mail.
And fuck you.
really
No.
Just send us something. We don't
Yeah.
care.
I'm gonna do it.
So
for one of my-
lonely.
give me the DOD
My-
spiel.
And then the DOD, obviously, we're not representative of the DOD or any other military branch except civilian Hooah over here.
Obviously, because we just talked
Yeah.
about new shit and we have no idea what that is.
No.
Didn't study it at all.
Given.
Was it
Just like-
DARPA or DERPA?
You're like, check this out. Like, I don't even know what this is.
Right.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you next
Good
episode.
stuff,
We'll have
man,
it.
yeah.
DARPA should research a better skillcraft pen.
Oh.
I
How
don't
about
know
the toilet
how,
paper?
but
Make it better. Fuck that one
made
ply.
by blind people.
They do one ply because it's cheap.
Yeah. And they got a
Oh.
contract now. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you next episode.